Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the first two lessons. So for the green group today, we are going to be doing lesson 3. For our schedule, we have a timed fact review to start. Then we'll do some double digit subtraction, work on some word problems, and then at the end, you will work on some independent practice. For materials today, you're going to need a pencil, some paper, and if you have a work packet, go ahead and grab that. So if you don't have these nearby, pause the video, gather what you need, and press play when you're ready. All right, let's get started. So our timed fact review. You can see here we have a set of problems. On your paper, you need to set it up. You can either copy exactly what you see on the screen to your paper, or you can just label your paper with the letters and you'll just write in the answers to the problem. So your two options are copy on your paper exactly as you see it here, or you can just write the letters, and then when we get started, next to each letter, you're just going to write the answer to the problem. So go ahead, pause the video, set up your paper, and press play when you're ready to move on. All right, let's get started. For these problems, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, so you can see down here, to complete as many of these problems as you can. So you're going to try your best. You're not going to rush so that we're making silly mistakes. You're really going to try hard to answer all of these problems within 2 minutes. If you finish before the 2 minutes is up, you can double check your work, or you can just sit and patiently wait. And then when we're all done, we're going to go over the answers together. So get your pencil ready. This timer is going to count down from 5, and then you'll have 2 minutes to see how many problems you can complete. And go. You have about 1 minute left. Keep going. Try your best. Okay, we have about 30 seconds left on our timer. About 10 seconds. All right, time is up. Put those pencils down. Go ahead and put a line at whatever problem you ended on, okay? We're going to go over all the answers together. If you made a mistake, that's fine. Just be sure to fix it and write in the correct answer. So here we go. I'm just going to say the answer for each problem. A is 11, B, 5, C, 12, D, 11, E, 3, F 9, G 6, H 6, letter I 8, J 7, K 3, L 7, M 8, N 10, O 3, P 8, letter Q 10, R 3, S 3, T 11, U 7, V 9, W 11, X 5, Y 8, Z 6, uppercase A, the answer is 3, uppercase B 9, uppercase C 7, and uppercase D, the answer is 3. Okay, so hopefully your brains are all warmed up. Next, we're going to move into our double-digit subtraction. All right, here we go. The first one, we're going to do the first couple steps together, so follow along with me. And then you're going to solve for the answer on your own. So make sure you still have that pencil and paper nearby. So follow along with me. We have, let me get my pointer ready. 50 minus 19. So remember, when we subtract, we always start in the ones column. Read the problem for the ones with me. Ready? 0 minus 9. I'm seeing here that our bottom number, 9, is bigger than the top 0. Remember, the rule is we cannot take away more than what we start with, so we cannot solve this problem, which means we have to follow through the steps of borrowing so that we can solve. So think about what number we're going to have to rewrite. Are we going to have to rewrite the number 50? Or are we going to have to rewrite the number 19? Think about it. 50 or 19. Say it on my snap. Good. 50. This top number is what we're going to have to rewrite. All right. So we're going to cross out the 5 and we're going to write a 4. Very good. Think about what we're going to write in front of the 0. We're going to write 1. Very good. This is what it should look like. Okay, we cross out the 5, wrote a 4 above it, put a 1 in front of the 0. Go ahead and make sure you have these steps written on your paper. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. All right, let's move on. Now we can solve this problem. What I want you to do is try and solve this on your own. Remember, when we subtract or when we're doing any type of double digit, whether it's addition to, we always start in the ones. So go ahead on your paper. You're going to solve this problem. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it. And when you're ready to check your work, press play. All right, let's check our answers. Okay, 50 minus 19 equals 31. That is the correct answer. So remember, we started with the ones. 10 minus 9 equals 1. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So our answer is 31. All right, next one. Say the problem out loud with me. Ready? 72 minus 29. What I would like you to do is set up this problem on your paper, follow all of the steps that you need to do in order to solve, and figure out the answer. So go ahead and pause this video, complete the steps to find the answer, then press play to check your work. All right, this is what you should have. Let's read the original problem and the answer together. Ready? 72 minus 29 equals 43. That is the correct answer. We crossed out the 7, wrote a 6 above it, added a 1 in front of the 2. So our ones problem is 12 minus 9 equals 3. For the tens, 6 minus 2 equals 4, which gives us the answer of 43. Good job, everybody. All right, that's all we're doing for our double-digit subtraction. So we're already halfway through our lesson today. We're going to move on to word problems. All right, so remember, when we're doing our word problems, if you're missing a small number in the number family, you subtract. If you're missing a big number in the number family, you add. So remember those 2 points as we're solving our word problems. Here's our first one. All right, so all the problems we're going to do today, as you see up here, it says these are start end problems. So we're going to be using the letter S for start and the letter E for end in our problems when we set up the number family. Some of these problems give a number for start. Some give a number for end. So in some of them, we need to figure out the start number. For some of them, we're going to need to figure out the end number. So follow along with me as we read the first problem. A truck had chickens on it. Then the driver put 33 more chickens on the truck. The truck ended up with 55 chickens on it. How many chickens did the truck start out with? So we're going to do this first problem together. So if you want to follow along on your paper, you may, but still have that nearby because eventually you're going to be solving one of these on your own. All right, so let's take a look at our number family. They're asking us how many chickens did the truck start out with? So we don't know what the letter S for start be is going to be in our number family. We do know that the truck ended up with 55 chickens. So for the letter E for end, we know that we're going to put in the number 55. So let's take a look as to what the number family would look like. Here we go. The truck driver put 33 more chickens on the truck and ended up with 55 chickens on it. So our end number of 55 is the big number. How many chickens did the truck start out with? That is the letter S, which is the unknown number. We don't know how many chickens the truck started out with, so we need to solve for S. Think to yourself, is S in this number family a small number, or is it the big number? You're thinking about it? Is it a small number or the big number? It is a good job. If you said small number, you are correct. When we're missing a small number, do we need to add or subtract? We need to, say it on my step. Very good. If you said subtract, you were correct. So on our next slide, you'll see the setup subtraction problem to solve for S. Okay, so here is the full problem and the answer. 55 minus 33 equals 22. The truck started out with 22 chickens. All right, next one. Again, these are start-end problems. So some of these problems give a number for start, some give a number for end. So we're going to be using those letters S and E in our number family. Follow along with me as I read. Millie had $40. She earned $25. How many dollars did Millie end up with? So we don't know what the letter E is because they're asking us how many did she end up with. But we have these two numbers to work with. So what I would like you to do on your piece of paper, set up the number family for this problem. So plug in the letters S and E and the two numbers that we already have, and then stop there. We're just doing the first step of setting up the number family. So go ahead, pause the video, write your number family, then we're going to press play to check your work to make sure your number family matches mine. So go ahead and do that. All right, let's check our work. This is what the number family should look like. Millie had $40. She earned $25. How many dollars did Millie end up with? Okay, so she started out with $40. That's how many she had. So we wrote in S as a small number, crossed it out, and wrote it in for the number 40. Then she earned $25. Okay, we don't know how much she ended up with. So if she earned, that means she got more. We're missing a big number for E. So think about it to yourself. Do we need to add or subtract? You're going to do this next part on your own. So on your paper, now that we have our number family, make sure this is what you have. I want you to set up either the addition or subtraction problem and solve for E. So go ahead on your paper, pause the video, set up and solve the problem. When you're ready to check your work, go ahead and press play. All right, let's check. Here we are. So we added because E was the missing big number. Whenever we're missing a big number, we need to add. So we did 25 plus 40 equals 65. So if you had 65, you are right. So we cross out the E in our family. Millie ended up with $65. So make sure you guys have that on your paper. All right, the third problem, you are going to do it all on your own. So you're going to set up the number family again, and you're going to set up the column problem to solve for the missing number all on your own. So if you need to take a minute and rewind the video a little bit to practice these first two problems one more time before you move on to the last one, you can go ahead and do that. But if you're ready, we're just going to keep moving on. So here we go. Again, remember these are start-end problems. So your number family is going to have an S for start and an E for end. Where they are on the family depends on what they're asking us to do and the information they are giving us. So follow along with me as I read. At the start of the day, Rob had 68 marbles. Then he gave away 26 marbles. How many marbles did Rob end up with? Okay, I'm going to read it one more time because you're going to be doing all the steps completely on your own. So make sure you're paying attention. Here we go, one more time. At the start of the day, Rob had 68 marbles. Then he gave away 26 marbles. How many marbles did Rob end up with? So what you're going to do on your paper, you're going to set up the number family with the letters E and S and the two numbers that they give us. and then you're going to solve for the missing number. So what I would like you to do is pause the video, keep this word problem up on your screen. On your paper, set up the number family and solve. When you're ready to move on, you may press play and we'll go over the full answer together. Go ahead and try your best. All right, let's check our work. So this is what you should have. At the start of the day, Rob had 68 marbles. Then he gave away 26 marbles. How many marbles did Rob end up with? So he gave away. That kind of gives us the clue that when you're giving away, you know that you're subtracting. So he started out with 68. He started out with a big number, which was 68. That's why we crossed out the S and wrote 68. Then he gave away 26. So we know that that was one of our small numbers. We don't know how much he ended up with, so E was our other small number, and we needed to solve for E. When we're missing a small number, we subtract. And when we subtract, we always put the big number on top. So 68 minus 26 equals 43. Rob ended up with 43 marbles. All right, good job, everybody. We are already moving on to our last part, which is our independent work. Okay, so if you have a work packet, this sheet should be in your packet. If not, that's okay. What you can do is you could just write the answers on a separate sheet of paper. So you can pause this video if you need to keep this up on your screen to see the problems, to complete the answers, go ahead and do that. Or if you have it in your packet, go ahead and complete this worksheet. These are number families for 3, so go ahead and try your best, and we'll see you guys later.